Hello, Virgo, Team Virgo Nation here. How is everyone? Okay, we are here and I am back for your November love reading. So remember, readings are general, they can be reversed. Some of the messages may or may not resonate. Usually it's just one message that I give. If it kind of resonates or you want more clarity, just click on the description box link below, and there's a link there to contact me on the Instago app. I've been on there for a couple years doing readings, lots of fun, and I have 3 month ahead love forecast for $45. So if you want to take advantage of that, go for it. Otherwise, you can just get one text reading for 25. We could do a phone reading. And to those of you waiting for your readings and phone calls and catching up with you, catching up. All right, so let me just shuffle a little bit more here, see what your energies are for November for love. Hope everyone had a happy Halloween and are enjoying their holidays. We're getting ready for the holiday season here. Oh, Ace of Pentacles just flew out, Virgo. That's your card, Virgo. That is your card. Let me put these so you can see it. All right, that's the present. Challenging. Three of Wands. Also in the position of the benefit. The Fool. Driving the reading. The past. 5 of Cups. Crowning. Queen of Swords. What is happening here? I shuffled and shuffled. Near future. Death. Okay. You know what? I gotta fix these because I don't like the way they're looking on the camera here. Okay, sorry about that. All right, position of view. Oh, 5 of Swords. Uh-oh, Virgo's in 5 of Swords mode. Knight of Pentacles is your environment. Whew, 10 of Swords. What the hell, Virgo? Judgment and the outcome. And the 6 of Pentacles. Wow. All right, hold on. Why are my cards like so zoomed in? All right. Wow. First thing I want to tell you is there are no cups here. So love, the only cups are in the past, and it's the loss of love. All right. Doesn't that sound positive? I'll clarify. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of love showing up here. But we will look at the romance angels and see what your messages are for love. Please, Spirit, show Virgo what their messages are for love for November. Love messages. Okay. The situation is calling for you to have faith, Virgo. Trust. Trust, trust, trust. This is the theme for November. Trust in God. Trust in the universe. Trust in your angels. Have faith. Focus on that. Just give it to God. Just give it to God. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay. Who is this person? Your soulmate? Maybe your soulmate is God, or the whoever your higher power is, or your powers that be. Make them sexy. Okay. Past position, grief, loss. Okay. Now, either this is you or another person, or this is both of you, or loss of something in the past. Okay. It's very easy. Cups spilled over, and it was there was a lack of faith in a connection to see at some point that you two could be together, because there was more unhappiness than happiness. All right. Now, for some of you, that may resonate. For others, you just might be like, I don't know. So, the 5 number represents unmanageability. There was a difficulty in managing a relationship. Now, either you were with someone who was grieving someone else from the past still, and they just couldn't get over that person to get into, to have a start in love with you, or it was you. or you guys ended, something ended in the past. It could have been yesterday, it could have been weeks, months, years, however long. And for some of you, this could have happened in the 5th year of a connection or the 5th month. Okay, I don't know why that is important, but I feel that I want to pull a clarifying card. I don't usually clarify minor arcana cards, but Knight of Wands. Yeah, so this sits here. So in the case of you, if you were grieving the loss of someone, they came in and they left your life very quickly, and it really never got a chance to start. Okay, this person came in with all the passion that the knight would possibly have. The Knight of Wands doesn't sit back like the King of Wands and calculate and figure things out and observe and go slow. The Knight of Wands is like, I'm going after it. And I mean, he doesn't have the speed of the Knight of Swords. He has the physical speed as much as he possibly could. So it's an action-oriented card. But the knight doesn't ever stop, he just keeps going. And I feel like this person came into your life and then in the past left just as quickly, or just had this in and out energy. The knight is usually a very lustful card, and there's an energy, maybe there was a physical, lusty, passionate connection between you, and it never turned in, or never got a chance to turn into an emotional connection where you both could start on the cup journey together, from the 2 of Cups to 3, 4, and up. All right, so what's going on in the present? Somebody here is waiting for an offer to come in from the divine. Somebody's waiting for a sign that it's okay to have a potential new start, or to start again, or waiting for something or someone new to come into their lives. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is always a card about reality. It's a card about proof. It's a card about, the divine hands you something that you can touch and feel. When you're waiting for a sign, I feel like you're waiting for a sign of proof about something from someone. Either waiting for money, waiting for a gift, you're waiting for God or the universe or this higher being to put something in your life that's real. All right, I don't know. I just feel like I want to clarify both of these cards one more time. Waiting for a soulmate. Yeah, you're waiting for the angels to work their magic, their blessings. And they are, Virgo. You know something? This here that happened in the past, this was just bad timing. This was not ready to go to the next level. This person, the best that they could give, or the best that they could do, was the physical passion and the in and out stuff. They couldn't commit. That was the best that they could do. They could not see that these 2 cups were here behind them and that there was potential here. But you know what? Excuse me. They think that that was their will. They think that that was a choice that they were making, but it wasn't, right? They just were not ready. Their will brought them in the physical sense to you. But when temperance is here for me, temperance creates balance. And I say this, if you listen to my readings, these are the angels working behind the scenes. Okay, they're mixing up the love potion. And that's why there's no cups here, because it's not time yet for that love to come. Okay, I see you here. You're conflicted, right? I see you here definitely taking this energy of the Fool, and you just have this giving yourself, letting it go. I see you just letting it go. I mean, you are waiting for that soulmate, and you know what, Virgo? This person is your soulmate. This person that came in and out, that is your soulmate. And you may not be together right now, and you're thinking to yourself, well, how could they be my soulmate if they're not together? Well, because you're not, because the timing, it's just, you might have just been introduced to each other, and maybe you were introduced to each other for 20 years. But you hear stories of people who meet in high school and then they don't get together. Like they feel that click or that spark, and then they wind up marrying other people or starting their lives with different people. They have different timelines, and then they wind up meeting 40 years later, 30 years later, 10 years later. And then then they're both in alignment, and then they both grow from there. So I feel like this is your story, Virgo, and I know. But listen, you need to definitely try not to be in this too much, this waiting. You definitely, some of you need to go traveling. Some of you really need to just put your faith in God, in the powers that be. Let go. Get your hands off the steering wheel of this. Stop driving this soulmate car, searching and searching for your soulmate. Let it go, because that person is going to come when it's time. And in you, you know this, it's time for you to just go. You just gotta just look. The Fool is the card of someone who starts a brand new journey and just is like, whatever will be, will be. Damn it, I'm not controlling this. I'm just leaving it be, leaving it go. And what's crowning you is the Queen of Swords. So you know what? You're keeping your wits about you, though. And Virgo, you never will not keep your wits about you. The Queen of Swords can sometimes represent Virgo, also Gemini, because of its mercurial, Mercury ruled. And also, read once that the Queen of Swords, yeah, she sits on sometimes the cusp of Virgo Libra also. Okay. So that could be for some of you, because we do have a little cherub angel here. And I don't know, sometimes that little cherub angel reminds me of Libra. Either way, and Libra is very good at truth as well. All of the air signs are very good at truth. And so is Virgo. And Gemini and Virgo are definitely about messengers. Now, before I move forward into this reading, I did forget to mention who's on the board here. So we have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. There's Scorpio, Sagittarius, double Aquarius, and double Scorpio because of judgment. Okay. Fire, yes. Lower energies of fire. So again, this is just for those of you, you know your story. All right. So let's not focus too much on the signs, because you don't know what's most dominant in their chart, or you do. Either way, we focus on the energy. The Queen of Swords is crowning you. You're very much non-emotional. You're very logical. You're taking on this very, I hear you saying, you know what, I'm going to follow my head and not my heart anymore. And you know what, maybe for November, that's the best. Let the angels, let the universe, let God work on your heart, and just stay up in your crown chakra for the month of November, and just strictly business for now, because I don't feel like you need to go out and search for love. I feel like you found your person and they found you, but you guys just, it's not happening. So if you want to go out and date other people, go out and have fun, definitely take risks in November. Just go out and have a good time. Don't throw yourself under the bus or degrade yourself or anything like that. But do go out and enjoy yourself. You don't want to wake up the next day and regret. Stay out of regret city, but go out and have fun. Okay, because when you two are meant to be together, there won't be a thing that could separate you. And if you are not meant to be together, there isn't anything you can do about making it happen, because it's all divinely guided. So the situation is just calling you to have faith and trust and letting things go and letting it be. Okay. And you also have a fire sign friend that you need to be either talking to. Maybe she might be needing some help with something. And because she's very distracted in a relationship that she's in, or you just have a female friend who's struggling with something, and you may need to bring some common sense into her life as well. As that's just kind of a side message. Friend, sister, mother, or connecting with a fire sign female. focus on this person. This person is like your other half for now. This might be your soulmate for now, to help you get through some things. Yeah, there's a healing quality, healing energy to this person. And we're here with Aquarius again and again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female. All right, I'm feeling female. If you have a male friend who's like that, that's fine. But there's a healing quality between the two of you, and the star is about hope, healing, wishes, and faith. And you guys are going to help each other. Now, coming forward for you is the Death card. Okay, Scorpio energy here. So there's a major transformation and change happening here. Some of you are going back to your religion, your faith, your church. You're having a transformation in your spirit, in a spiritual journey. Some of you are putting this situation maybe towards the end of November to rest fully. Like you feel that shift happening. Okay, the suffering is over. And this is the suffering also is over for not just you, but the people that you are connected to. And it could be your person from the past. Maybe they were suffering a long time, grieving a loss, or maybe grieving a loss of you in some way. Maybe, Virgo, maybe you were the one who wasn't sure and you were kind of in and out. It's just really hard to tell who's who. But I just feel the need to say that. I do want to clarify the Death card and see what's going on here. Yeah, I see you. You know what, Virgo? You've got your walls up, your boundaries up, your thoughts. And again, lack of cups so far. Your thoughts are, I'm putting my walls up for now. And I need to like encapsulate myself in a healing pool. I'm hearing some of you spending a lot of time in a spa, spending a lot of time around water to help you heal. And just kind of like, I don't know, I feel you're everybody's rethinking a situation. Everybody, you, your friend, the person you were connected to, there's this energy of transformation and looking back and thinking about everything and like kind of like re-strategizing. There's definitely a change happening here for everyone. Somebody may be realizing that they do love you and are going to make that transformation. And you may be, they may be trying to come in the door again and you may be walking out for good. There's a lot of energy shifts happening here, is how I feel, coming up sometime in October. I'm sorry. November the 12th. Or some of you might have felt this energy. So here's how I'm feeling. Either the 12th of October or it will be November 12th, or something significant will be happening in December. Okay, I just feel the need to say that for you guys. December 9th as well. So, yeah, whatever the situation, it's a victorious situation. There's a winner. We have a winner. Bob, we have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's a win situation for all. Okay? Does that mean your person, I don't know what their change. I mean, if they were in this energy of being in a grieving place, they're coming out of that. Bruised, but they're not, the battle was lost, but the war is not over. Coming back to win your heart. It could be you just giving up now and surrendering to win as well for some of you. Now, your position of you here is the Five of Swords, okay? Another card of unmanageability. I feel like you want to be careful if you've got somebody here who has, tries to make their way in. You want to make sure that they're ready. Also, your advice is to be careful that you don't get cocky with the Five of Swords. Your advice is to be sure that even though you want to win, that you don't hurt others. This is kind of like don't do the shutout like they do in like football games where one team is winning and then they just keep taking the ball and taking the ball and taking the ball and then the other team can't get ahead. And then it's like 80 to 10. You know, like that's a complete shutout and it's shitty. It's poor sportsmanship. Don't take on the energy of, haha, I told you so. Haha, I knew you would come back. Haha, I knew. Get out of that. And because there might be a tendency to do that because there's a little bit of resentment because you've been waiting for someone and they kind of haven't been being respectful of that in to some degree. Maybe they said they were respectful of your wishes, but really not, because they maybe still want to be friends or they still just, want to keep attached to you and they're not ready and you were ready. So, and that could be your story. It could just be that you tried to help this person and they were taking advantage of your help and you realized you couldn't do anymore. But you know what? That's the soulmate struggle, isn't it? That's the soulmate struggle. And so there may be a tendency to be in this energy and don't try. And you're very humble, Virgo, and you don't usually come across, but you know when you're right and when you're right. But try not to just kind of be like, well, I know. I knew the whole time. Try not to get into that energy because then it just kind of comes off like that's not your Virgo energy. If you're right, tell yourself you're right, right? Or tell your friend you were right. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna move on. The Knight of Pentacles and the external. Yeah, this person's coming to make an offer to you. This person is kind of slow going, right? They're not charging after you. They just kind of like this person doesn't come after you and says, hey, you want a piece of my cracker? They don't shove it in your face. This person just kind of shows up and is like, here, like they're feeding a horse. Here, it's here if you want it. That's the energy of this person. So they're going to make themselves available to you, but they're not going to come after you, right? They have a very mild energy about them and they're not going to be lovey-dovey. I do feel like they want to give you something, maybe a gift or show you something. And this could be a person, place, or a thing as well. So this could be an institution making an offer, just kind of saying, well, here it is, come and get it. It's this here it is, come and get it energy. And I feel like the reason this person is doing this is you see how this knight has his shield of armor on because he's fearful. He doesn't, of course, he doesn't want to get hurt. So he's going to take his sweet time. Queen of Cups. This person's intimidated by you, Virgo. You're coming off definitely with this Queen of Cups energy. Virgo's the healer, full of love and emotion and nurturing and caring. Very emotional, very spiritual, very intuitive. Within, I don't think you wear that like a glistening robe wherever you go. I feel you're a bit more conservative in your ways, and if you're not, then you must have something else running your chart, more dominant in your chart, because usually Virgos are very modest and they're not generally outspoken, and they kind of mimic that Queen of Cups energy unless you have water. This person is quite intimidated, but they do see your those traits about you. Okay. I feel like they look up to you and they're kind of worried that that's why they're not charging after you, because they know that you may have moved on or you may not be willing to get into that deep emotional stuff with them. And you probably won't be, Virgo, because like I said, there's no cup energy here. So I don't see you making emotions part of the game in November. I feel like you just kind of you're just going to let the angels and the powers that be take care of your heart. And you're keeping it, you're definitely keeping your heart, I don't want to say like locked up fully, because it's obviously very easy to get through these boundaries here. You know, this is not a wall. This is just sticks. It's very easy to get through them. So you're a little more fluid, but you're tight and you're tense with your heart. You fear betrayal. You fear that, but you also are very hopeful after betrayal. You feel like the situation there there's something going on within you where you feel like you could give this person another chance to prove to you that they can be trusted. But you're walking a thin line there. You're walking on thin ice because you're not 100% sure. So your hopes and fears, you're kind of bouncing back and forth between these two things, which is why it's really important for you to call in your friend, really important for you to get back into your faith, and focus on that. And really important to remember that you are the star of your own life. You are the star of your own show, right? And you can give back to help people because it makes you feel good. But as far as giving your heart fully to a particular person, you're just not. You're not. You haven't made a formal decision about this yet. You need to see something. Now I am seeing reconciliation though happening. So is it the end of the month? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I am seeing with judgment, there is an energy of both of you taking a look at yourselves, not one look at the other and judging the other person, but both of you taking a look at yourselves and making a gratitude list, looking at the pros and cons of who you are and your attributes and your all of that. Okay. And with the Six of Pentacles, there is an energy of a bit of reciprocity. So something does get started up again here. But it's not much. It's just bringing things into balance, but it's not much. It again, that's my breadcrumb card. But so it may feel like it's feel like breadcrumbing, but I feel like it's that person. They do kind of have a little bit of an ego issue where them giving to you kind of makes them feel like they've been doing a service to you. And this may be their judgment that they're taking a look at, that they perhaps for a time period when they were in and out of your life were just kind of feeding you a little bit here. And that was not nice. And so them looking at themselves and you taking a look at what you've been accepting over the past. So this is what you're both looking at, this person giving you breadcrumbs and thinking it's okay. They're having a wake-up call about this and seeing that, oh, that wasn't really nice of me to do that. And you have been in the position of just taking whatever you can get from them because you love them, and you're realizing, no, I fuck this. Excuse my language. I deserve the full cookie, not just the crumbs, right? So you're taking a look at yourself. They're taking a look at themselves. This is a soulmate. Soulmate relationships cause growth. They force us to look at ourselves. A soulmate is always our mirror. And if the person you're dealing with, there's no way they can be in any kind of relationship with you and not see themselves unless you're dealing with someone who's just extremely egocentric, and they might have that going on here. So let me pull a card from the Lover's Oracle here just to see what else. I just feel like your overall message is trust and to have faith. And also this just popped out. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay, who is that, Virgo? Somebody is thinking about you. Somebody loves you. They're thinking of right now as you're listening to this reading. They're thinking of you. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Your love fills them with light. You have made this person. You're making them. If you're still involved with them, and like you see them in some way or somehow, or you're in each other's vicinity, whatever it is, you're giving off this light, this star quality. It can be a little intimidating, but at the same time, it brightens things. It gives people hope. Your light, right? Whatever it might be. Let me pull another one because I just love these cards. And these readings have been going on for a little longer than normal. Okay, what do we have here? Romance. Oh boy. Cupid's arrow strikes. All right. So there's definitely a wake up call that's happening here in between two people. And I feel like there is a possibility for some of you that there is healing that happens. This person transforms, they change, they get over this grief or this loss. They stop treating you like crap, and they do realize they love you. And the romance, Cupid's arrow comes in again. I just want to pull one more card for these two oracle cards, because I just want to see what is this. This is like a totally, I don't know if it's connected to this reading or if it's something else. Holy Spirit, give me a little more information on these two oracle cards. Somebody's upstairs making coffee. Oh, it's the devil. Hooray. Be careful that the devil is not trying to keep you and another person apart. I know a lot of times people will say, oh, it's a toxic relationship. The devil brought us together. No, no, no. Sometimes the devil will interfere to keep you apart because he does not want you to have love, right? There might be some type, and so it's toxic in that way. The devil, and I know I'm speaking more in spiritual terms, but the devil energy is, obsession, jealousy, lies, control, sex, like obsessive sex, temptations, addictions. Did I say that? That could be what is keeping this strain and this connection. It's not like the devil is showing up knocking at your door. I mean, some of you could be involved with someone who, it could be a Capricorn, I will say that, but some of you could be involved with someone who, like I said, they've been chained to something, and maybe it's affecting them. And it's still kind of affecting them, but they're healing from it, or it's you. But I will say on a positive note with the devil that if it's you or this person, if you look at the chains, you guys are bound to one another, but you're also bound to under this. And that is why your faith needs to come in here and your hope needs to be rebuilt. Because I feel like sometimes the devil can put these negative thoughts in our heads too, and make us think that this is not love. It's just very careful energy you need to have. The tower, yeah. The devil is definitely wreaking havoc in your romance, in your love life. You really need to dispel him. You really need to rebuke him in November, because he is, or unless you have like cast out this demon with faith of some sort, because it is definitely causing extreme upheaval and trouble in this connection. It's either with them, or it's on your end, or it's both of you. When you come together, it arises. Okay, it's also an energy here of I just was feeling like this is what you guys are up against. This devil energy wants to destroy this connection. One of you has to leave it. That energy, not necessarily the connection, not necessarily the person, but you have to leave this energy. You have to destroy it yourself, because the devil cannot compete with the star. This is hope and faith. This is spiritual. This is, look at the lush green earth and the water. This is putting love and emotion and nourishing the world and shining a light. And the devil is underground, and the devil destroys. But sometimes this energy needs to happen in order for things to be rebuilt again. There's fire here. Somebody may be connected to dealing with, there's a lot of fire here. Someone you may be connected to is a fire sign, or dealing with fire or hot passion or things that just destroy. Fire destroys. I don't know. This reading feels like it could go on and on. And so, yeah, I'm going to leave it here because it really, wow, I went on for a while with Leo and Virgo. So I'm just going to leave your reading here. Pretty intense. I think I need to go have a cup of coffee. So I will see you guys in December. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holidays. And yeah, take care. Bye.